Welcome back to CarWale. I'm Bilal and behind me is an all-new Volvo. It's called the C40 Recharge and it's a second electric Volvo here in India. It is a coupe SUV version of the XC40 Recharge, and over the course of this video, we'll be discussing everything you need to know about it. So before we begin, here's a reminder to subscribe to the CarWale YouTube channel. Volvo will open bookings for the C40 Recharge in August and deliveries are set to commence in September. Prices are yet to be announced, but it will carry a slight premium over the XC40 Recharge. Now we are familiar with the concept of a coupe SUVs. Audis have given us in the Sportback format or the even numbers of the X models in BMW. Even Mahindra and Tata has shown the coupe SUV models but in a concept model. But this is not a concept. It might look like one because of these nicely integrated LED tail lamps which look quite attractive and futuristic. Even the sloping roofline is a design element only a few have finished yet. It looks like an afterthought in some coupe SUVs, but that's not the case here. The C40 Recharge here has a superbly designed roof that meets an upright tailgate with a flare that you'd only see in a modern day Volvo. And there's also a subtle spoiler here mounted on the boot lip, and it gives that distinct look to the overall rear design. Now there are 6 color options to choose from, but only one alloy wheel design that you see here on the car. Even the cabin, it gets 2 themes. You can get black on black or there's black and blue. Now in terms of dimension, the overall height, the boot space and the second row headroom are the only things that have been compromised on the C40 over the XC40 Recharge. You'd expect the boot space to be reduced severely due to the coupe-like roof, but there's hardly any difference if you compare the C40 and the XC40, and that is because of how the boot space is measured by Volvo and many other car manufacturers. They measure the boot space from the floor till the parcel tray and not to the roof as you would expect it. So even when you move to the coupe SUV body style, the position of the parcel tray, it doesn't change. But there's a big drawback here in the C40 Recharge, the India spec C40 Recharge, that there's a big spare wheel eating up your boot space. Now when you move inside the cabin of the C40 Recharge, it remains identical to the flat roof cousin. But there's one interesting element here. The inserts on the dashboard and on the door pad as well, they have integrated mood lighting into it, which gives a presentation of a topographical map. It's not very bright and doesn't scream out much, but has a very cool and subtle look to it, which I think looks really cool. The center stack screen, like all modern Volvos, run a Google-based interface, and it also gets smartphone integration as well as 360-degree camera. Even the driver's display, it's all digital, but it doesn't have many configurations. Lastly, the materials. Now Volvo has been focusing on sustainability much before other brands have jumped on the bandwagon. So the cabin of this Volvo is leather-free and all vegan. No animals were harmed while making this Volvo. Now finally we got a chance to experience the car firsthand. Now in the second row, when I first sat in the XC40 Recharge, I had ample space for headroom. But here in the XC40 Recharge with a sloping roof, it's slightly reduced. It's enough for me though, but taller passengers would find it difficult. I'm 5.5, say 6 foot passengers wouldn't be very comfortable here. Second negative is that this window is quite narrower now. It looks like a porthole window that you get in lower half of the ship. And the all black cabin, the rear passengers might feel not comfortable sitting longer hours here. Thankfully, the panoramic sunroof, which extends all the way back, comes to your rescue. Secondly, the seat position here is quite upright. I thought it would be much more comfortable, but again, the seat backrest is very upright and the under thigh support is fairly lacking. And the battery being placed underneath, not very comfortable seating position. Again, this is a born EV. It doesn't need a center tunnel here for transmission, but there is. So sitting 3 people here, the center person might again be not very comfortable. In international markets, you get heated seats at the back, but the India spec misses out on this convenience feature. The C40 Recharge is also high on practicality. It has many clever practical solutions, so let's take a look at them one by one. Up front, you get practical storage places under the dashboard and under the armrest. There are large enough door pads, but hidden in the center console is a small dustbin, which you can remove altogether to empty it. Volvo has surely taken the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan quite seriously. Moreover, there's also the way you can vertically stack your phone on a center console. Surprisingly, the glove box is tiny and can barely hold a few papers and nothing more. But in the glove box, you get a pop-up hook to hang your bags or packets easily. Frunk, you get 31 liters of front trunk of Frunk, which can hold up your charging cable with some backpacks or a small to medium duffel bag. Even in the boot, you can lift the floor for more storage space. And the tray can be used as a partition as well when you have stuff like groceries that can move around. And this partition also has dedicated hooks for all your grocery bags. All in all, the Volvo C40 Recharge is laden with clever yet elegant practical solutions. This might be a Coupe-SUV version of the XC40 Recharge, but there are a few important differences between the two, especially under the skin. So unlike the XC40 Recharge, which is also available with an ICE derivative, the C40 Recharge is a born EV and is only available with an EV powertrain. What we get here is a dual motor all-wheel drive version just like the XC40 Recharge. Its 78 kWh battery pack is capable of offering a range of around 530 km under WLTP cycle. It will surely differ in ARAI. And the two motors have a combined output of over 400 horsepower and a whopping 660 Nm of twisting force. The 0 to 100 km/h time is claimed at 4.7 seconds. You also get a DC fast charging capacity of up to 150 kilowatts. So you can charge the C40 Recharge from 0 to 80% practically in less than half an hour, only if you can find a charger that fast. We will be putting the C40 Recharge through its paces with our CarWale range test, so stay tuned for that. Now, as we have seen with the Coupe SUV models so far, they are a huge hit among the people who prefer style and aesthetics over practicality. The C40 Recharge too looks much more handsome and pleasing than the standard XC40 Recharge. If you buy this one, you might have to slightly compromise on the boot space and rear headroom. Also, the middle seat passenger won't be very comfortable either. But is the C40 Recharge just an eye candy to attract buyers to the Volvo showroom? They might be attracted to the C40's styling, but may end up buying a more practical XC40 Recharge. But Volvo says that the C40 Recharge is focused at more younger audience or young at heart people. But what do you think? Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. Safety is synonym for Volvo, and the C40 Recharge is no different. So in terms of safety, you get a long list of active and passive hardware, which includes dual front airbags, knee airbags, side curtain airbags, whiplash protection for seats, and ISO fixed points. There's also autonomous hardware offered here that includes adaptive cruise control, front collision mitigation, lane keep assist, blind spot warning, 360-degree camera, and all 4 disc brakes. In the mid-size EV segment, the Volvo XC40 Recharge was a very viable choice. But now the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and the Kia EV6 have taken that segment by a storm. There's also the BMW i4 in the segment, but it's slightly more expensive and it's a sedan. The C40 Recharge, however, is much more powerful than the Ioniq 5 and the EV6, even in the more powerful GT version. So when launched, the C40 Recharge would become a very good option for those who want a fast electric SUV which is attractive looking, is safe, and is practical as well. That's all from this video. If you liked it, do hit that like button, consider subscribing to the CarWale YouTube channel, and if you have any other questions regarding the Volvo C40 Recharge, do write them down in the comment section below and we'll try to answer them all. This is Bilal signing off. Until next time.